Oh, what is up? I'm very tired. Um, it is 3:33, and I have I might have insomnia. I have no idea. I mean, I'm home alone this weekend, and tonight was a very eventful night. So I got the Skyrim music playing in the background, and I guess we're just gonna play some survival and just yap. I mean, I'm probably gonna use the Victus Prime. This had the new incarnate. I'm using Mog's build. Shout out to Mog. It's a status, fucking, you know, status, rapid fire, you know, precision AOE sniper build. I don't think it'd be the best to use it on Wisp. It's probably better on site. Um, Haro Invade. Warframes that can go invisible, that are made for sniping, precision damage, all the works. I'm not a Warframe YouTuber, but what I am going to probably yap about, see if we can get a void fisher in, maybe a nice survival void fisher. Um, Really, it's just that me being up late kind of had me thinking like it's really crazy. Of oh my god, it's the reason I do that is like how normalized it is to sacrifice our sleep like in our 20s. Like it's really like it's so weird, but it's like fascinating to think about though. Like I'm not obviously I understand, people have their jobs, people have their grind. And, some people actually do fit in that 8 hours of sleep, which I salute to them. But like especially someone like me, as I played video games like all my damn life, right? So I'm playing 2K17, you know, 8th grade. I'm staying up till fucking 3 a.m. No job, and all that shit. And then I noticed that it transfers to my first job, right? I'm working my first job, and I'm getting home at 1 a.m. If 1 a.m. if I'm not hanging out after. And then the second job, I'm working overnight, and then the third job, and then I transition into someone who's not a morning person, which I mean is weird because I never even tried to, obviously I went to school in the morning and all the other shit, but you know, it was it it kind of made me into someone who cannot operate during the day, right? My energy is much lower. Um, I am prone to talk to people less, no matter how close I am to them. Like even with my family, I am very like not standoffish, but extremely antisocial. I really don't want to prolong conversations, and I really dislike being held verbally hostage. Which, I mean, it's not even being held verbally hostage; it's just holding normal human conversation. Which, during the day, I just really can't. So, I think that it really just is interesting to me. And obviously, there's factors. I mean, I'm graduating college soon, and while I do have a job that lines up with my career, it's very hard these days to break into the corporate world because everything I feel like is maybe this has been a thing forever, but it's due to connection and who you know and not what you know. And even if you know someone, they may not have the power to immediately get you in, or they still may say no because you were a bad fit. It's because you just didn't fit within their company, cost, um, philosophy, timing, all those other things, and it sucks. And I think that is why people, I guess, like me, or maybe a lot of people that stay up really late, either watching TikTok or fucking playing Warframe, like me, and we all kind of turn into some insomnia sleep addicts. that's the only way I can describe it. Um, but enough about insomnia and topics that I really don't have that much knowledge on. Um, so yeah, I graduate school in the fall, because I thought I graduated in the summer, but apparently I had two classes I needed to. I did not tell my parents yet, so that is a conversation that I will have to have very soon. And honestly, I'm really scared about it because, you know, growing up, I think this started, when I was younger. Um, I was looked at as the genius, quote unquote, smart person of my family, especially my dad's side. And I feel like expectations placed on me were very high, and I think it gets really bad because some family members really do look at me like I can't do any wrong, or that I set the best example, or that I am the standard, right? And they don't know that, like, I feel like, well, they probably do, but I feel like maybe it's not, they don't really harp on it as much. But I mean, I don't know what the hell I'm doing either. I mean, I've done some dumb shit, and I've often procrastinated. I often party, drink. Yeah, I've done drugs. You know what I mean? So I feel like that it is. I feel like that it's very weird because people tend to look at me through rose tinted glasses, or just through a lens that I don't even believe that I am. Like, I don't think that I'm some genius. I don't think that I'm some really smart guy that's gonna make six figures at fucking 2024, right? I mean, I don't think I'm a failure either, but I don't think that I am the person that my family often describes that I am. And I don't know why I feel that way. It's just how I feel, and maybe when I get to the corporate world, maybe when I start, having a routine, not having a routine, but getting some money, and I have to pay for my own shit, and I work a job, but obviously it's, the job that I have, it's nice, but it's not enough money to, be on my own, actually help for my family, and, I mean, so maybe that'll make me feel better being on my own. But at the same time, I have thoughts like, what if it doesn't? Like, what if I am able to do all this, but I still feel fucking empty inside, right? Like, keep in mind, I have hobbies. I go to the gym. I play video games. I guess very indoor. Very, what is it? Antisocial indoor hobbies. I am, you know what I mean? I'm not a very outdoorsy person. I think the funniest thing is my dad asked, if I wanted to learn to go fish, or learn to fish. And I was like, fishing? What the fuck? Yeah, and that's, I mean, I was not like, oh hell, I wasn't like, oh no, I was like, I felt like weird, like I felt like a weird feeling in my stomach when I was asked, because I was like, what? I can't even imagine myself doing shit like that. And I think that may be the problem with my insomnia as well, is that I'm just extremely sheltered. I often stay inside often. Yeah, you can tell I don't talk to people. I'm stumbling over my fucking words. But pretty much what's been going on with me. I mean, typical, typical coming to age adult shit. I don't really have anything too special to add, but you know, it is a Saturday night, and the World Cup is going on right now. So, I mean, shout out to America. I don't think we're gonna. I don't think we're gonna make it that far. I think we'll make it to maybe the round of 16. We have to. I mean, there's no way that we're hosting the World Cup in America and then we, you know, don't make it to the round 16. Matter of fact, let me change this recording. Okay, I think this is recording. Okay, I'd be fucking pissed if it wasn't. Cause you know, I don't script these. I'm not. This is not a script. This is not. I'm not going off of anything. It's just off the cuff commentary, off the cuff chilling. You know. But I mean, yeah. And I guess back to the insomnia point, if I were to give advice to anyone that is going to work while in school, try not to work at night. I know that's really hard to do, but if you have a choice, I know the morning shifts are very fucking rough. They can be, but it will help your sleep in the long run, and it will help, you know, the way that, especially the way that you approach the day, right? Because I can be doing so much more during the day, but instead I'm fucking laying in bed, or I'm slouching in my chair playing the game because I'm just too tired. Like, obviously I go to the gym, but I mean, honestly, from how much of a trend exercise is nowadays, funny enough, I feel like it's not really, you know, I feel like that's not really anything. I really could be learning a new skill, or I guess I could be making more videos about me talking my fucking ass off about nothing. But I mean, hey, I don't know how many people are gonna see this video, but if you are going to, if you click on it, I hope you're having a great night, great day, wherever you are in the world. You know, but yeah, I mean, that's pretty much how my weekend is. You know, back to the work on Monday. Speaking of work, I don't know if you guys ever worked in customer service. A very, you know, very interesting story with working Father's Day at my old job. I worked at a restaurant. This is like about coming up about a year ago now. Just crazy, right? Father's Day shift. You know, I'm worried early morning. I come in at 7 a.m. Supposed to leave at 3. Ended up leaving at 4 because you know, shit got packed, right? And I think the funniest thing, like, it was a whole sitcom, bro, right? The funniest thing ever is, right, I work near the freeway, and there's an accident, and someone walks in, and they're like, oh my god, is anyone a doctor? Like, I need a doctor. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, keep in mind you, right? I am, first of all, I'm fucking tired, right? Because they put me on the fucking clothing, bro, right? I wake up, what's that? I go to work, I wake up, I'm right back at this place. I'm over here closing up the host stand, and now I'm over here opening back up the host stand. So I'm fucking tired. I just worked a clothing, and now they want me to work Father's Day, bro. Like, that shit was fucking nuts to me. And I mean, oh my god, the accident on the freeway was just so crazy. The line was out the door. We had people asking for, you know, stuff like, can you check the back? Are you sure? And then we had the door dashers, you know, putting the phone in front of our face. Despite the whole restaurant being packed, it was so packed that we had to put a can on DoorDash orders. Like, it was really bad, right? And well, shout out to my dashers, right? Y'all, most of you are really cool, right? But some of them, bro, they don't get whenever a restaurant is uber fucking packed, right? Like a sit down restaurant is like uber fucking packed. Like, my nigga, we're not. Oh god, that's censor that out. Oh no, no. Oh no, but we're not. Look, we're not going to we're not going to accommodate just for you while we have like, you know, 50 plus people waiting for their food. Like everything's packed, everything's backed up, and we had people leave. Yeah, you know, it's just things that you can't control. But I feel like anyone that's worked in a restaurant on a holiday, like, kind of gets it. Like, it's good pay, but man, that day, just the day itself, is terrible. I remember after working that Father's Day, I was like, dude, I'm not working the 4th of July. Like, it's just not worth it. Like, the money that you make at those restaurants, like, it's really not worth it. It's not worth your body, right? It's not really. I mean, it can be soul draining the longer you work there, but like, oh my god, it is fucking taxing on your body, right? Like, you barely get. First of all, you're probably working long hours, really, like, you barely get any sleep. And you're also like trapped there, right? Like, some people would just work there instead of, you know, doing something that they truly want to do. Because I'm not gonna say something better with their lives, right? Everybody's gonna work, but most of the time, when I'm at a restaurant, right, it's mostly people that are like me, that are in college, or that have to pay bills, right? So I'm not gonna say that it's nothing for their life, right? Because, you know, you're working. Everybody has a purpose to work, right? Everybody has a reason, but you know, those jobs stop you from doing what you want to do. Like, to me, it feels that way. But I know a handful of people that do so many things and still have time to do the things that they want to do. Probably because they sacrifice something now, right? I mean, something's got to give. I mean, I was watching Watson, right? Very good Apex player, and you know, he his advice of being good at Apex and doing what he does is, yeah, I stayed inside and I sacrificed relationships. Was it physically healthy? You know, like, you have to sacrifice something, and something's got to give. You know what I mean? And oh, holy shit! Uh, so I'll take that. So I mean, I guess it does make sense as well. Like, something just has to give. But today, right? Saturday, you know, everything was pretty normal. You know, chilling, watching YouTube. You know, I'm off work today, right? And you know, I'm excited because, you know, it's like me and my friend, right? We're gonna go to this party. We're like, oh shit, like, I'm ready to go to the party, you know. And you know, we hit the gym. You know, we pregame, right? We take a shot before the gym. We get a workout in. We take a shot before we go hang out. Like, you know, we were hyped. We were cooling, right? You pull up to my crib, bro. We had drinks. We had, you know, shots and all that shit. Even, you know, play some games on the setup that I'm recording on right now. I shit you not. When we get on the highway, nigga, I mean, bro, it's just tire front and left blew out on the side of the highway. Luckily, on the border, like on the edge, right? So no traffic, no nothing, right? No cops had to come. But I had to go get roadside assistance, and I was like, God fucking damn it. And I think the funniest thing is, because I knew I had to get my car aligned, I just kept putting it off because I always had to pay for other shit. There's always something else on my mind than aligning my car, which I'm a fucking dumbass for that. I mean, it's only $40 to do it. So now we have to go ahead. 2 front tires aren't good. You do the penny test for the penny tread test, right? And both the treads on my 2 front tires are really bad. To be fair, they were used, but I remember the guy there that was, you know, installing my used tires. He was like, yo, you gotta get your fucking car aligned. Like, it's pretty bad. And I put it off. Put it off, you know, because I'm just a dumbass that just keeps putting shit off. Well, really, it's because it's busy with school, work, gym, the 1, 2, 3 combo, and it's just, I mean, sometimes you just get a little forgetful. Nothing overwhelming, but you are bound to forget something. And I just happened to forget something pretty important. Speaking of important, let's talk about health. I did just gain like 5 pounds, which, I mean, of course, I started taking creatine, so I don't know if it's the creatine or is it the be eating like shit a lot recently because I have been kind of eating like some fucking ass. I did gain like 6 pounds. I was 205, 203 not so long ago. Now I am 211. So I think we're gonna go back on the cut. I think we're gonna start tracking calories once again. Um, which I mean that's what I did in the first place. Is how I lost weight. And you know my dad's also on his weight loss journey too. Um, you know he's taller than me, 6'1". I'm 5'9". I got fucked over. It is what it is. Yeah, but you know he recently lost 10 pounds. You know he's 260, right, and he's trying to get down to 225, right. That's his ideal weight, as he doesn't want to look too skinny, but you know he doesn't want that gut either. He just wants to fit clothes better. And you know I told him like, hey man, you have to you know cut out the sugary drinks, eat in a deficit, you know, and just eat better in general. And he told me that yeah, cutting out the sugary drinks, I mean it's helped. I've already lost 10 pounds. I was like yeah. And you know the reason why he was apprehensive about the sugary drinks, not because you know he didn't believe it. It was more like, you know, where he grew up, you know, you just took anything that was in the fridge, right? You couldn't really afford to be selective. So when he drunk like Coke Zero, Sprite Zero, zero sugar drinks, he did not like them, which that's fair. I mean, I never really drunk soda. I was more of a juice drinker, right? I drank a lot of Simply Lemonade. So whenever I try to drink the diet Simply Lemonade, I'm like, yo, what the hell is this? It just does not taste good at all. So I absolutely get where he's coming from. I get it. So, you know, I am glad that, you know, he switched to the diet soda and, you know, he's on this little weight loss journey. I mean, he does this often. It's not his first time. He, you know, does cardio 7 times a week during this stage. And the more weight he loses, the more he starts going down. And, you know, I tell him that, you know, the most important part is the diet. Because that's what I did, right? I was 280, you know, pounds like 2 years ago. And, I mean, it didn't really take that much for me to really for it to really click and be like, damn, I really weighed that much. All I did was get the scam ass DEXA scans at the gym. Yeah, most of them, first of all, are foo-foo as shit, but they do get the weight right. Like, if your weight's on there, then I mean that's how much you weigh. You know what I mean? But in terms of like the BMI and most percent, what is it? The fat percentage, all that shit. Yeah, that's just accurate at gym, which at a public gym. Which I mean, I think most intelligent or most familiar people would know. But you know, I did it, and I guess that's what led me to losing weight anyway. I mean, a lot of people said I look better and that I'm more confident. Which the confidence part, I feel like I the same amount of confidence, and you know, I feel like there's always a double-edged sword to losing weight. Like I've developed, oh my god, so many ducats, so many goals. But I started to develop body dysmorphia a lot, to where, you know, I look in the mirror and I'm like, fuck, man, I still got a gut. You know, I don't have abs. You know, like I look big. You know, I look athletic, and I look fat, but like, you know, I'm not shredded. I don't have the 6 packs. I don't have the beach bod. You know what I mean? And then it's like, damn, like now I need to eat less. But I like to eat food though. So it's either the choice of, you know, that or, you know, and I mean, let's see. Hold on, sorry, I went on. I started and then I stopped. So at least, you know, it's Saturday night, so we are finding like a lot of squads quickly. I'm really trying to get like a nice long survival where I can just sit and move around. But oh, I keep forgetting that I changed my weapon key. I'm such an idiot. I might just change it back to F in Warframe. I gotta lie, cause like it just feels weird. Like I'm like thinking that like I'm thinking that shit. Uh, keep thinking that my switch weapons like F. But here I'm gonna get on Apex, and then I'm gonna keep pressing F to switch weapons. Like it's just gonna be so inconsistent. Like I think I'm better off at actually trying to get used to it. So hold on, man. You're watching a mid revelation in game. But yeah. But yeah, I developed body dysmorphia that I don't really have that six pack, that you know, that influencer look. And I guess that just kind of comes to the territory of losing weight, right? Because you know where you're at before, you know, you don't really think that you look that bad, but then when you start losing weight, especially when you take pictures and you start to look, you're like, damn, I fucking like let myself go. Like, holy shit, like what the fuck happened to me like during like that year? You know what I mean? Like what kind of rut was I in to even look like that? Which is not a good way of thinking of it. Like anyone losing weight out there, my advice is to not do it out of self-hatred, right? Like you can't do it because you hate the way you look, because like you're gonna be jacked, sure, but they just be jacked and depressed. No, and your problems really aren't solved, right? Like some people use the gym as a way to run away from their mental issues, right? Or you know, excuse for to not go to therapy, right? Because some people really think that the gym just solves like every fucking problem, or the gym will solve every problem you have. That's not true at all. Sure, it can make you more confident, maybe more confident in your body. Everything is with an asterisk when in terms of going to the gym, and a lot of people make it more than what it is in my eyes, right? And a lot of people that go to the gym due to the way, due to them hating the way they look, often become bitter and resentful, right? They start to judge other couples, they start to judge other people and how they look, and wonder why some people are successful despite them not looking the part, despite them being, you know, a slob in their eyes, which is a poisonous way of thinking, right? And it's impedes your own progress, especially mentally. And I say all this because you should be wanting to lose weight out of, you know, loving yourself so much that you want to look better. Like, you love, you know, or hey, I love myself, but, you know, I have to lose this weight, you know? It's not that you know, I should fucking die if I don't lose this weight. It should be like, hey, I love myself enough to be aware that I have to slim down, and I have to, you know, lose a couple pounds just for my health, just for how I fit clothes, you know, so it's not such a struggle for me to search for clothes when I'm going to the store and all those things. And also, you know, sometimes people can't lose weight because they have a medical condition, especially women. Like, they can't lose weight easily because women already have, scientifically, they already have more fat on them, and they also are more prone to, you know, physical disorders, but, you know, physical genetic things that, you know, make it hard for them to lose weight, right? That, you know, make it hard for them to, and they also have, you know, a slower metabolism as well. Metabolism. Here I go. I'm really jumping around. That's how you know this is no skip. This is how you know this ain't shit. Cause I'm sorry to take a sip of water, but oh man, this is really dead in terms of relic farming. I might have to just do a survival mission of my own and just yap, because it I guess it's like really late though. It's like 4 a.m. and I'm just talking from my ass because I really just can't sleep. But I think this is kind of a good thing. I mean, I really haven't been able to sleep well for the past months. I can't lie. For the past months, I work late hours, and I come home and my day never really starts until maybe until like 3 p.m. And that's when I'm just either playing a game or maybe doing some homework or just applying for corporate jobs and maybe watching anime. A lot of screen heavy things. I take walks. I take walks outside, and then I gotta work, and then the whole day is gone, and then I go home, and I'm like, I either go to sleep or I want to play a game, and I'm like, go, I'm gonna play the game. It also doesn't help that sometimes I go to the gym late, and I take pre-workout, and then it gets me really hyped to gym, especially when I was getting my new monitor. Like, dude, I was tweaking the fuck out. I was just so excited to get my new monitor, and I love it. By the way, it's freaking great. Let's go with a chill little Revenant build. Yeah, let's go with a chill little Revenant build. And let's just what can we do here? Some bounties. Music. I'm probably gonna save that for another time in terms of clearing the star chart, but let's go ahead and let's see quickly. Is there any defense void fishers that aren't requiems? Because we don't really need those. We can do a cool little fisher. It's like a defense. Probably run this thing. This probably be pretty good. I bet this. Just have to find a lobby that is that wants to sit there and play survival for a long period of time, or play defense for a long period of time. Because I would do regular survival, but I kind of want something. I want ducats. Victus Prime. This weapon's great, by the way. Like, I mean, originally it was still like always great with the blast. How you could just clear rooms with this, but this in the Incarnate, I mean, it's not as good as the Ballista, of course. And I mean, I get it. This sniper, it's a sniper, and not even just because it's a sniper. It's really because the projectile speed is a bit slow. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even, I mean, just the way that it fires, I can see why people don't really use it. But I want to go first weapons I got because they give it away a very long time ago with Trinity Pride. So, I just had it in my inventory and I really thought it looked cool. So I'm really glad this weapon's getting an Incarnate. Or I got one. Super glad. Being a Prime Warframes, they are giving away a Mesa Prime for the Mesa Heirloom. And I did not get a 75% discount yet. Rebecca, give me one because I am out of plat. I am 142. I am fresh broke. I am fresh out the barbershop. Like, fucking broke. So, that'd be really great if Rebecca could give me, cool little, clean little discount. Appreciate you, Rebecca. I think that may be enough for me. Enjoy this Skyrim music. And enjoy this survival finishing. I hope all you guys are doing well. I hope all you guys are being blessed, doing what you want to do. And most importantly, I hope you guys are, content with your self-worth and who you are, right? Because I can't wish for, I mean, you're not going to be happy all the time. Happiness is only a state of being. You can't be happy all the time. But in those moments when you're sad, you can definitely look at yourself and, you know, look in the mirror and say, I'm enough. No matter what stupid things I've said, what stupid things I've done, what I've gone through, how many times I broke, how many times I lashed out, how many times I couldn't control my emotions. I'm still enough, and that I still offer a purpose to this planet, to society. And even if you don't believe in God or any gods or believe in anything, I hope, you know, you believe that you could lose. But that's pretty much it. I know that really wasn't that deep, but I hope you guys have a great night. Enjoy the Warframe gameplay with Sarah.